All right. LDBC, LDMMAC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, guys. So 50 Cent, he just offered Khabib Nurmagomedov, offered him $2 million to come fight with him at Bellator. Now, this really does seem like a great idea, but you know one thing, Khabib is still under contract with the UFC, and I can't see the UFC actually letting that go right now. I mean right now, but see, 50 Cent, I think he knows this too, but he planted a seed. See, I've been telling y'all for a while that Bellator, they're going to end up taking over the game. Because I've noticed some moves that Bellator have been making. You know, they've been working really hard to build their women's division. Bellator have been working extremely hard to work their women's division. And they're bringing in top fighters. They're bringing them in. And, you know, where the UFC, they discriminate, Bellator don't discriminate. If you can fight and if you can bang, if you got any kind of skill, Bellator going to bring you in. And so I started noticing that they're working hard on the women's end. Now, you know, the problem, though, with Bellator and why Khabib would be a good acquisition if they can acquire Khabib Nurmagomedov, because it would actually bring a name to the organization. I mean, it's too many. The problem with Bellator in the men's division, they got too many old guys. It's too many old-ass dudes fighting, man. And so the younger crowd, they can't get behind these guys. Like, you still got Quentin Rampage Jackson, you know, around here somewhere. King Mo. I mean, you got Matt Mitrone, Ryan Bader, Chael Sonnen, Fedor. I mean, man, these damn guys, they need to go and retire. Like, ain't nobody's really checking for them. Like, we know Chael Sonnen from the trash talk, but we all know that Chael Sonnen passed his prime. Been past his prime. And, you know, I don't want to see Wanderlei Silva in there again. I don't want to see that. We sick of it. I mean, they've had their run. Quentin Jackson, they all had their run. But now, you know, we want some of the young talent. We want some of this young blood in there. We want some of that. And that's where Khabib, you know, we would love to see the Khabibs and you know, the Francis Ngannou's in the guys division. I would love to see the Volkovs. We would love to see those guys over in Bellator. I mean, Bellator can grow. They're not going to grow with these old dudes. They're just not. And this is the problem that's facing Bellator right now. They got to get some of these guys in there, man. They got to acquire some of these people. They've managed to acquire some guys from the UFC. They managed to, but see, they need a name. Bellator needs a name. They need two good names that can battle each other. And then Bellator can take over the game. Because if you got another name like Bellator, they got some young talent. They got some young talent who, you know, could challenge. A lot of young talent there, man. And Khabib probably maybe even have to go up to 170. But there's a lot of talent there in Bellator, but they need a name. That's Bellator's problem. And I can see Khabib leaving, man. I can see him leaving, going to Bellator. The thing of it is, though, Bellator, they would have to equal the pay of the UFC. Because, I mean, Khabib, you know, he a fighter, but he's not stupid, man. He's not going to go down to Bellator and take peanuts. Like a lot of fighters, they have to compromise on the pay to go to Bellator. They got to compromise. But they get to keep the sponsorships. You know, they can have their sponsorships. So that's the really good thing about going to Bellator. You take a drastic pay cut, but you get your sponsors to help make up the difference. I think the way Khabib been treated, man, the racial, and you know, and you got your boy Dylan Danis with that damn mink on his head. You know, he tried to lie, man. You know, they making anti-Muslim comments toward Khabib, but people don't tell you that. See, when you tell them that's racist, they ain't trying to hear all that, man. This man been treated like Khabib been treated like crap, man. He's been treated like crap, and it's like, you know, y'all. I mean, people don't expect this man to have a soul and a reaction. But people say Khabib was stupid for jumping out there. Now that I think about him jumping in the audience, you know, man, that's done brought Khabib so much more attention. Like, have y'all noticed, man, his Instagram and Twitter followers, man, they just skyrocketed. Like Khabib, like, I mean, I'm serious, man. Khabib did in the long run, that's gonna pay dividends. Khabib gonna be wealthy beyond his own imagination. Like, Khabib gonna be rich, man. I'm talking about he probably rich now, but Khabib is gonna be dirt wealthy. Like, I'm talking about never have to worry about money again. People are following Khabib. People getting behind Khabib. And people sick of Conor McGregor, man. We sick of McGregor. We sick of McGregor. We sick of this guy getting to, you know, make fun of people, coaches. We sick of this guy getting to say whatever he want to say. See, people, realistically, that's why so many people got behind Khabib. That's why people still right now, they're behind Khabib. Because they sick of McGregor. Khabib is a real-ass dude. Khabib Nurmagomedov, he's a real-ass dude, man. You can relate to Khabib. Don't even matter what color you are. You can relate to this guy. This guy grew up dirt poor, man. I mean, he grew up. This guy, the only thing he knows is how to survive. Khabib is a guy that you can relate to. Nobody gave him a damn thing. Khabib worked hard for everything he got, man. Everything he got in life, Khabib worked for it. Khabib had to work his ass off for more than a decade to get everything he has. See, this is a guy you can relate to. Conor McGregor, you can't really relate to somebody like this, man. You can't, not like the common person, they might like the bravado, they may love all of that, but they can't relate to Conor McGregor because he's an idiot. And we know that he's doing this for show. We know that he's doing this to sell fights. We know that this is not Conor McGregor. That's not the real Conor. But we know that this is the real Khabib that we getting. That's why we can roll with Khabib. That's why I roll with Khabib. And then the man said, look, don't pay me my money. Don't pay me a damn thing. If my boy can't fight, then I go. I will not fight. Khabib don't give a damn. And that's why, finally, somebody to tell the UFC to kiss his ass and mean it. Finally. And Khabib could give two craps. Khabib don't care about getting sued. Man, Khabib going to the comfort of his country to go do what he do, man. He finna live his life in peace. This man Khabib worries about nothing. Have y'all ever seen this guy, Khabib? Khabib don't worry about a thing, man. Nothing really, this guy, he don't have a care in the world. The guy loves his family, the guy loves his, and you know what? Wouldn't it be nice if Khabib was the kind of, man, how would you live in life if Khabib was your friend and you knew he had your back? He ain't just got your back, man. Khabib got your back with his mind, his heart, and his pockets. That's what it's about. That's why people gonna love Khabib. That's why we behind black, white, Indian. It don't matter. We roll with Khabib. We roll with Khabib. And Khabib's sick of the racism, man. He said we all sick of it. And the UFC, they need to address this shit. They need to address it. They need to stop, letting these fighters like Joanna and Conor, they need to stop letting these people say what they want. Jessica I. Like they really mean they not clamping down. And finally, somebody with some testicles said something about it. Somebody finally said something. And I'm telling you, every race that's been ridiculed or every race that's been disrespected in the UFC, every race took a deep breath and a sigh of relief when Khabib Nurmagomedov said something about it. Everybody Khabib spoke up for everybody because we sick of it. And I hope that the deal could go through. It'd be nice if Khabib could bring attention to Bellator, because it seemed like Bellator want to do the right thing by the fighters. It seemed like they want to. Everybody I've interviewed from Bellator, man, they happy. They love what they got, and they don't want to leave. They don't want to come to the UFC. Isn't that something? You guys tell me what you think about this deal. Shout out to Khabib Nurmagomedov once again. This is your boy, Coach Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.